What is the best response to "Do you know who I am"? Did you forget? I know who you think you are. There is the old joke about the British Prime Minister eating out during the wartime and asking for extra butter with his bread. The waiter refused, to which the PM, rather annoyed, asked, "Do you know who I am?" To which the waiter replied, "Yes, I do, but rather importantly you have forgot who I am. I'm the man who is responsible for the rations of the butter." No, who do you think you are? Hey Brian, I've got a guy here who doesn't know who he is. Do you know who he might be? My husband was working in construction. Our guy came onto the job site giving the workers a hard time about something or other. When he started yelling at my husband for whatever, my husband basically ignored him. The guy goes, "Do you know who I am?" My husband yelled across the site to his foreman, "Joe, call an ambulance, this guy doesn't know who he is." I bet you use that line a lot. Who do you think you are? I am. Yes, and I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. A girl I went to HS with had a part in a very minor soap, Hollyoaks for UK readers. She refused to talk to anyone in school that she didn't deem worthy her attention, and just a plain nasty stuck-up mediocre actress. Anyway, she went to a Harvester chain pub/restaurant with her family where my BF brother worked, who was in the same year as her. He politely told her there would be a 10 minimum wait. She shouted, "Do you know who I am?" He just replied, "Yes, you're in my year, and you're still waiting 10 minutes. I don't think yes, wait a minute. Jeff. From school. I haven't seen you since you pissed yourself on stage at graduation. How the hell have you been? Question mark? Say it just loud enough for the people around you to hear. My friend's father-in-law, Lau, was a Kenosha, Wisconsin police officer in his younger days. He stopped a young girl who was speeding and driving erratically. When he told her what he stopped her for, she asked him, "You know who my father is?" He replied, "If you ask your mother, I'm sure she could tell you." She told him her father was his boss and he'd get fired if he didn't let her go. He just smirked and said it didn't matter to him who her father was. She deserved a ticket, and she was getting a ticket. She was pissed off, and he wrote her a ticket. Welp, turns out that girl was the Kenosha chief of police's daughter. And Monday morning he got called into the chief's office. "Oh boy, here we go," he says to himself. The chief said, "I understand you wrote my daughter a ticket on Saturday night. Is that right?" Lau says, "Yes sir, I sure did." He said he was sweating a little. The chief says, "Good. That'll teach that little bitch a lesson. She's gonna have to pay for the ticket, court costs, etc. Keep up the good work." And that was it. Ronnie Pickering. I have heard the rumors whilst pulling a disgusted face at them. TL, Doctor, was asked this by someone who I really should have known who they were, but didn't recognize them. I was working security at a football game once, patrolling the balcony level. I got pulled from there around halftime to cover the high roller boxes, because another guard got sick. I wasn't filled in on a lot of details other than only let alumni in, they'll have a lanyard or a card, and can bring a guest. So as a guy who took being a security guard way too seriously, that's what I did. The very first person to walk up didn't have a lanyard. So I stopped him and said, "Sorry sir, but do you have a lanyard or alumni card?" He sighed and in a condescending way asked, "Do you know who I am?" as he pulled out his alumni card from his pocket. I read the name and look at him and look back at the card. Dude was a very well-known football player from about 10 years before. I had his jersey when I was a kid. He was being honored with other former players at the reception in the boxes I was guarding. I looked at him again and said, "Sorry, didn't recognize you without the helmet," and let him in. He shook his head and chuckled, I think annoyed but not upset. I was mortified. That guy had actually been a hero of mine when I was younger. I absolutely knew who he was, but didn't recognize him in person. I do and I don't care. I used to run a fitness center. One afternoon this huge guy walks in and goes to bypass the desk. So I stop him and ask for his key card to scan. He gets all offended and says, "Do you know who I am?" All belligerently. Thing is, I'm kinda broken in that I just don't get intimidated by anyone. My fight or flight mode is apparently stuck on fight, but I'm a chill person, so I don't get scared when people try to be intimidating. I have the same emotional response as I would if a dog trapped behind a huge fence is barking at me. Until you're a threat, you're just loud. So I look at the guy blandly and say, "No, if I did I wouldn't need your key card. So, key card please. Or your phone number, I can look it up manually if you don't have it on you." The guy literally gaped at me for a second, like I don't think he could remember the last time someone genuinely didn't know him and wasn't scared off by the bluster. He uttered out his phone number and I pulled up his account with his picture, said his name to confirm. He looks at me. Waiting. And I'm confused and say, "I have you checked in, you're good to go. Have a nice day." He wandered off looking, I don't know, hurt. Little while later my coworker comes over and says, "Holy asterisk asterisk asterisk, did you see guy's name is here?" And I'm like, "Yes." Apparently Donovan McNabb was some famous football quarterback for the Eagles. I just don't watch sports. XD. My answer is always the same, "That's nice. Have a seat." You're still waiting. I work DMV, everyone waits. It's our favorite passion to irritate you more if you're a witch to us. Rodney Dangerfield style, "No, I don't." Oh geez, that's terrible. "Hey, everybody, we got guy over here doesn't know who he is. Hang on, little buddy, maybe we can find your mom for ya." I had a customer with a wealthy and powerful father give me the "Do you know who my father is?" routine. I replied with a sincere, "I'm sorry, I have no idea, but I'm sure you'll find him one day." It broke her asterisk 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 brain. I had someone say this to me on my last day. I picked up the intercom and said, "We have male gentleman here who doesn't know who he is. Anyone missing their husband?" I broke him. Yes, he demanded I be fired. Manager laughed at him and said 5 minutes ago was his final clock out. The real Slim Shady? Stated with a tone of absolute grim understanding. Santa. Respond in kind with different emphasis. Do asterisk you asterisk know who asterisk I asterisk am. I was at the airport, just got my ticket for a trip, then a man skipped the line and demands a ticket. The lady at the counter tells her to get back in like. They argue for some time until he goes, "Do you know who I am?" The lady simply replies, "Oh sorry, I didn't know." Then she goes on the mic that's connected to the entire airport speakers and said, "Dear passengers, we seem to have a mentally unstable man who doesn't know his name. If there's anyone who knows him, please come to counter 7 to claim him." Everyone instantly laughed and ran out embarrassed. Later found out that he's been doing this on other airports to skip the lines. Tom Cruise once took my dad's seat at a bar, and when he asked my dad, "Do you know who I am?" my dad replied, "Yeah, you're the arsehole who's in my damn seat." Them, "Do you know who I am?" Me, "Do asterisk you asterisk know who asterisk I asterisk am?" Them, "No." Me, "That's because we haven't fucking met yet." Me, asterisk walks away. "Do you know who my dad is?" Why? Your mom didn't tell you? THIS is the best response I've heard to a similar question. Why did your parents not tell you? Concussions are very serious. Forgetfulness is a major symptom. Can you follow my finger? Do you feel nausea? Do you need me to call an ambulance? I don't know you, that's my purse. Bobby Hill. The Muffin Man. I've had this said to me once, unironically. I replied, "Yes, but it doesn't make the difference you think it does." Fairly pleased with that. Should I? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down. With the lemons. Arsehole MC dickhead? No, but I have a feeling you're about to show me. Heard this story from a coworker, union electricians, but apparently we had some out-of-towners on some job site and the two guys working together were super loud and joking a bit much when the superintendent was walking the job site. This super was known for being a massive cranky prick, so everyone was waiting and watching for the eruption on these two guys. So the super walks up to them super angry and yells, "Do you fuckers even know who I'm?" Which caused worker 1 to turn to worker 2 and remark, "Hey Jim, we got a serious problem here. This bloke doesn't know who he is." And then worker 1 goes, *******, alright man, help us help you figure out who you are. And then they basically kept riffing between themselves and talking over the ballistic superintendent until the guy conceded and started laughing and walked away and left them to continue working. Haha. How could I? I don't even know who I am. I don't give a ****** who you think you are. Let me think. Are you the guy that almost die of autoerotic asphyxiation? Is always hiding naked in the bushes to scar girls. The police is looking for. Owes me a 20. Is finally going to fix my toilet. You're Heisenberg. You're the juggernaut, bitch. Have you got a wallet? Maybe there's some ID in there. This is my favorite. An asshole? You, yep. Them, well why were you doing, insert whatever you were doing here? You, because I know that you can't do anything about it. I had a patient's family say this to me once. I told them yes I do, and you must not know who I am, because I'm the only nurse here, and you need my help. I then kindly explained to them that requests were prioritized according to need, and that they were going to have to wait. The Muffin Man? Now that you mention it, I don't. Why don't you have a seat? Tell me little about yourself. You seem agitated. Why do you think that is?